Hello, YouTube. Ziggy Now here. Good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. On this Wednesday, I wanted to change a little bit of my show's format and focus on Panini First Off the Line. If you're not familiar with First Off the Line, you can go to eBay, Google FOTL and a Panini product. You'll probably see something pop up. I'm going to give you a little brief history of Panini First Off the Line through my own experience in a moment. But first, I want to focus on what's happening in about 3 hours from when I'm posting this video. And that is, we're going to have Panini First Off the Line introduce National Treasures NBA trading cards, basketball cards. Look at the price here. Starting price of this auction is $30,000 for one box of National Treasures, right? Chasing, obviously, there's some beautiful cards here, amazing cards here. There will only be 30 RPAs of Zion, or actually the checklist, I'll go over this, is I think there's right here, first of line, RPAs numbered to 30, RPAs numbered to 3, and 8 autographs, numbered to 8, I guess. So look at this, right? So Dutch auction, price is going to start, it's going to start to decline. I don't see what the time intervals are here, but over time it'll drop a little bit until it gets down to a floor of 7,500. And this gives buyers the ability to buy at any price they want to pick, right? That's the idea of this. Now remember, this is a limited, very limited product, right? There's not a lot of this stuff being made in National Treasures. Basketball, National Treasures First Off the Line, even less. So this is just crazy. And the reason I mention this is let's just look at, okay, let's just think about this. That's not $750. That's $7,500. Even that's a ridiculous price for a box. Like, that should be the aftermarket price of the box when you sell it at suggested retail price. Let me show you what I mean. Here, last year's box is $5,000 on David Adams, and he's the only guys I could find. Blowout didn't have any boxes available. If you go on eBay, they're selling First Off the Line from last year for $10,000, and yet the bottom on this year's is $7,500 from Panini. Okay. Look, here you got a hobby box, $6,000, $5,000. So again, look at this. This is last year's with Luka and Trey and Porter Jr. and a lot of good rookies in that class, right? And you see the change in what's going on. Like, there's a problem here. Let me pull up this next tab. Let's look at the chase cards too, right? And again, I know Luka, comparing Luka to Zion should be an even comparison, in my opinion. But some people might say no, Zion, bigger hype, whatever it might be. But look at this. Here's a Luka First Off the Line RPA last year. It's an 8, which is a poor grade, but it got $25,000, right? Here's Tatum, $15,000. And last year, I'll just point out the First Off the Line RPAs were only to 15. They should be doubled the print number, right? Don't know why the football guy popped in here, but he's here. Here is Michael Porter Jr., right, to 20 last year. $3,000. Here's a graded Lonzo for, it's a 9 for $2,400. I will point out this is not a product that I would recommend grading, guys. But again, my point here is, how can these prices justify what Panini's doing to us with this pricing here? I can't be more disappointed in Panini than I am looking at this. And I kind of guess I saw this coming. And my question is, who's at fault for this, right? Is this our fault as collectors for paying this price? Is it the fault of the distributors, the breakers? Is it Panini? Whose fault is this? Because, and I'll show you what I mean here next. What I want to do now, I'm going to change direction and switch over to a few slides I prepared for you. So I've been in the modern hobby for a while now, at least in current terms. I feel like an old, wizard. As far as I recall, and I did some basic research, First Off the Line popped up in October of 2017 in Prism Football. And what caught my attention was they were offering it for suggested retail price of $120 a box. And I want to say, because if you were going to buy it at the hobby shops, it was coming in at like $200 a box, right? So you couldn't buy it for that price. So the fact you could go to Panini and buy it for the suggested retail price is exciting. Now, First Off Line also had these parallels in it. They had bronze parallels, bronze autos, and bronze, you know, I think it was short printed to 11 or 13. I don't even know if they numbered it. I'll show you some examples in a minute, some ugly examples. That product sat on Panini's website for weeks. Okay, it didn't sell out instantly. It sat there. I bought some and went back and bought some and went back and bought some more. Other people will tell you too, and I kept saying to my friends, like, man, why are you buying at the hobby stores? It's on Panini's website for freaking $1, you know, $120. In November, a month later, they did the Panini Prism, which was a very hype product at this point. Prism basketball got a lot of momentum. You had Tatum, you have Lonzo Ball, you had Fultz coming out. So this was a hype product. This was the first off the line order that crashed the system. Okay, I remember it crashed the system. I got 6 boxes, and you get 6 was your maximum per order. I got 6 boxes, and again, at the time, $120 a box, guys. $120 a box for a Prism basketball. The parallel was, I think you get one refractor to 9 or something like that. But just to get that was awesome. Like my kids and I, we planned, we're going to get our 6 boxes. That was our budget. I'll also mention, and back in 2017, I got together with a couple of friends, and we actually pooled together so several of us would get it, and we shared it. And I actually shared a couple of boxes with guys who did not get Prism first of the line because the server crashed. Anyway, I remember this made, you know, big Twitter feeds, and it was on Blowout. How could Panini do this? You know, what screwed everything up? Here's even another funny story that I will tell you just on the side. I heard from another friend of mine who told me that their servers did crash and they had not sold the product out. And later that day, the product came back online, and many people bought it out. Then they just kept coming back buying, and bought and bought and bought, and that's what sold out. So that really annoyed me to hear that story. So basically, Panini's website crashed because they couldn't handle the volume. Everybody thought they were sold out. Some people came back and were able to buy more Prism and got a lot of the Prism first of the line. And there's still some of that floating around. That was the first class of basketball in 2017 where you had first of the line. Next slide I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to go into some, you know, kind of examples of what I went through, are my 3 top hits off first of the line. And what I've loved about this product over the years, again, it wasn't these parallels why I was chasing it. It was the fact that I could get it for the same price, or the price that was the suggested retail price, right? Panini, where is the suggested retail price today? That's part of my frustration about what's going on in a few hours and where we started, and why I was so passionate and love this product. CMC there, hit him in that 2017 Prism boxes, got him graded, gem mint. I think I ended up selling to a friend of mine who was a collector for, God, a few $100, man. That's a beautiful card, probably worth a lot of money today. One of the few football running back cards that actually I think holds value. It's interesting, all the first of line big hits I have here, by the way, are football, because in basketball, it's a hard product to get. I think I've never gotten a basketball NT box from them. So Lamar Jackson, red foil in a break, right? And Mitch Trubisky was probably the biggest card I've ever sold for the amount of money I got in the break, where basically I spent $500 on the NT box. I got several other cards in this. So even if you said Mitch cost me $500, which he didn't, he cost me less than $500. I sold this card for I think $2,300. Beautiful card, beautiful card. So these are 3 of my biggest hits from first off the line, and that's why I want to just show you kind of the history of what I've been going through here. So real quickly, here's a Cooper Cup autograph, bronze autograph I had as well. Sold that early on. I forget which guy this is. He's a Saint. And then in the back here, there was a 49er. These are some other bronze refractors in that product. Looking back now, like the Mahomes bronze, man, he's got to be several thousands of dollars, right? The bronze autographs, huge money. But these were the very first of line products for these refractors here. Then they had the basketball products, and they had this shimmer, right? And I think I got 6 boxes. I got no good shimmers. The best shimmer I had was this Denzel Valentine guy, because my son was a Bulls fan at the time. So I think we kept that and sold all the other shimmers. Maybe this is a shimmer too, now that I look at this. So these are 2 of the first off the line shimmers. They were numbered to 8 that year. Then we got into Select. This was numbered to 9. This is a Select first off the line hit. Again, cool card, beautiful card. Again, what we loved about this product wasn't just the parallels, but we were buying this at suggested retail prices, as I'm showing you here, right? So here is 2017 National Treasures, actually, well, 17-18 football year, right? So $500 was the suggested retail price for this product. Here I am with box in hand, right? And I showed you the Trubisky in a previous slide. So this was awesome, right? This made me love Panini. Again, I thought Panini was doing the right thing, getting the product in the hands of the collectors. Now, I know people were flipping this as well, and I'm not going to shy from that, but it got distributors out of the way, I guess, and it was more product direct. And Panini made a product they felt was worth $500. If you didn't get an RP, you got an RP in every one of these boxes, so you felt like you're getting close to a $500 value. Here's a couple other examples of some Panini products over the years. I just want to point out again, as they've come out, they've each had different parallels, football boxes here, but here are their suggested retail prices, right? $120, $100, $144. I guess I don't have as many of the basketball ones. Here is 18-19 basketball. This is last year's Panini Optic NBA. It was $85. Right, I think this year it started in a Dutch auction. I don't think it even went to the suggested retail price. Select, $120, right? That's the Watson Mahomes draft class. $500 for impeccable football. $500, first off the line. Man, how times have changed. Oops. Here, I bring up is what to me was a turning point, because up until this point, I chased first of the line as much as I could because I like basketball and the football products. This was the first Dutch auction, right? It was in November of this year, and they started Panini basketball. First of all, another thing they did is they didn't give you a hobby box anymore. You got a little choice box, which means they didn't give you as many cards, and they gave you a bigger price, $1,000. I think this sold out before it hit 500. I think it's around $700 to $600 is when this stuff sold out per box. This, breaks my heart now looking back. Now, it's interesting to me because afterwards, Origins came out. I believe Origins was out afterwards, wasn't it? And Origins was not Dutch auction. It was $120, which I think, looking back now, is a phenomenal price for a first up line basketball product, right? I'd have to look and see what the aftermarket price is right now. So real quickly, that was, just a brief walking through of what's going on in first off the line Panini here in a few hours. Check it out just to see what it goes for. I'm curious to see if you know anybody who buys this. Bless you and good luck, and I really hope you crush this. I have a good friend last year who did get the Luka to 3, and he sold that last year for, I want to say, $25,000. So that's pretty awesome. And I think that's what's cool about this stuff is that, these are big. These used to be fun, more accessible. Now they're, for the elite of the hobby. So again, $30,000. My guess is this stuff sells out. At least it's definitely going to sell out before 15,000, because you saw that last year's was around 12. So it will sell out by 15. I'm just curious. I wish I knew how much, anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like, comment below. I'd love to hear some feedback, and definitely subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribers up there, trying to put out good content that everybody's enjoying. Thank you very much. This is Ziggy now.